In this video, we test the uphill performance of 7 different all-terrain electric skateboards and managed to break 2 of them. Which of these boards are the most powerful? Which ones surprised us? And which ones completely failed? Keep watching to find out. The boards we tested were the Evolve Bamboo GTR, Exway Atlas, Onsra Black Carve 2, WowGo AT2, Ownboard Carbon AT, Verreal RS, and the Bibuff U2. All of them were equipped with their all-terrain kits. Okay, Tilo is 20 kilograms heavier than me, so we're assuming that I'll be able to keep up with him on whatever board he uses, and he's gonna time himself.
So, 3, 2, 1, go.
We performed 2 sets of tests. In the first set, we had Tilo ride each board up a 0.8 kilometer or half-mile course on a small hill. Most of the incline was only around 7 degrees, so nothing too extreme. But with Tilo weighing 96 kilograms or 211 pounds and riding on an incline,
I can't actually keep up on the WowGo.
We were able to see stark differences in the performance of these boards.
Full throttle! Full premium!
In the second set of tests, we used the top 3 performers and also the worst performer to pull me up a different part of the hill on a longboard. It was during this second set that we broke 2 of the boards.
You can do it!
Let's go through the results of the first set.
Yeah, he's gone. I can't even see him now. Okay, he's crossed the line. We're gonna measure the temperature of the motors.
The first board we tested was the Onsra Black Carve 2, which was just recently released. The Onsra completed the course in 1 minute and 38.44 seconds.
No way.
We also measured the temperatures of the outside of the motors at the finish line.
Because it's not warm at all.
Yeah, that's true. They're completely unfit.
On the Onsra, they were 22 degrees Celsius. Next, we tested the Ownboard Carbon AT.
I can't go any faster!
The Ownboard finished the course in 1 minute and 59.11 seconds, about 20 seconds slower than the Onsra. The motors were about 25 degrees Celsius, slightly warmer than the Onsra's. We'll be analyzing the results and looking at the specs later in this video.
Okay, so this one may be interesting. Tilo is on the Atlas, Exway Atlas, two-wheel drive, with the final motors.
2, 1, go.
The third board we tested was the Exway Atlas in 2-wheel drive configuration.
Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised.
Lots of misinformed people mocked the small size of the motors, but the Atlas passed the finish line in 1 minute and 33.31 seconds, about 5 seconds faster than the Onsra.
Yeah, I was able to keep up, but just barely. I definitely was not able to pass. And remember, Tilo weighs 20 kilograms more than me.
The left and right motor were different temperatures.
The motor temperatures were about 27 and 30 degrees, a few degrees warmer than the Ownboard. After the Exway Atlas, we tested the Evolve Bamboo GTR. By the way, we kept all of the board's batteries topped up using the EcoFlow River Pro portable power station. This portable battery came in really handy, and we used it way more than I expected. Recharging the EcoFlow was really fast as well. The standard unit is 720 watt-hours and can be charged to 80% in less than an hour. If you need more power, you can double the capacity to 1,440 watt-hours. Learn more and save $50 at checkout by using this link.
Okay, we're now setting up the Evolve to be in its fastest setting.
Okay, 175, 66, 2.
What? Well, I am lighter. What's happening? I'm so full power. Come on, Evolve, you can do it. Premium, premium power, premium.
Evolve, the self-proclaimed Ferrari of electric skateboards, completed the course in 2 minutes and 7.27 seconds. That's about 34 seconds slower than the Exway Atlas, and about 8 seconds slower than the Ownboard.
Ooh, 42.
42 and 44. So by far, the Evolve motors are the hottest.
That's more than 10 degrees hotter than the Exway, and more than 20 degrees hotter than the Onsra. In case you were wondering, yes, the Evolve was in custom mode and had the power dialed to maximum. The Verreal RS completed the course in 1 minute and 59.3 seconds, about the same as the Ownboard, but the motors were slightly cooler at 23 degrees. This is the new 720 watt-hour model, by the way, not the older one. The WowGo AT2 finished in 2 minutes and 4.48 seconds, with motors at 21 degrees Celsius. And finally, the Bibuff U2 finished in 1 minute and 46.81 seconds, placing it third behind the Exway and Onsra. The motor temperatures were 30 and 32 degrees. Although some of my predictions were correct, I was surprised at how well the Exway, Onsra, and Bibuff performed. If, like me, you were concerned that Exway had put all their effort into the 4-wheel drive Atlas and treated the 2-wheel drive as an afterthought, the Atlas 2-wheel drive actually outperformed all of the other boards in this test by a relatively large margin. What was not surprising to me, and to anyone who has been in the electric skateboard scene for some time, is how poorly the Evolve performed. Evolve boards are known for their very quick off-the-line acceleration on a flat surface, but they are also known to be terrible on hills with all-terrain wheels.
Premium power! Premium! So just for fun, we're also gonna try Tilo's Trampa, DIY Trampa. It's not at full battery, and he's also not gonna go full throttle because it's way too powerful for this hill. But you know, we just want to see how it does. Go.
1 minute and 17.73 seconds, and the motors were about 22 degrees. Coming up, we used the top 3 boards and also the worst board to pull me up the hill on a longboard. The new SL1000 lamps from Shredlights are super bright. Mount one on your helmet or your wrist or both, and you basically turn night into day. If you have multiple boards, you can easily move your Shredlights from one board to another just by installing another set of mounts. Learn more and save 10% at checkout by using this link. For the second set of uphill stress tests, I rode on a longboard while someone else pulled me on an all-terrain electric skateboard. Since we hadn't tried this going around a corner before, I wanted to do a trial run first to make sure that I wouldn't fly off the hill. But during the trial run, we ended up breaking the Bibuff, and unfortunately we don't have footage of that.
So we had Tilo riding and pulling me. We were testing on the Bibuff just to see the feasibility of doing this, and one of the motors died out. There was also like a burning smell. So Tilo is kind of heavy. Well, Tilo, among the 4 of us, Tilo's the heaviest. I think we're gonna switch to a different rider.
So we decided to have the lightest person in our group pull me instead of the heaviest. Natsu weighed 70.2 kilograms or 155 pounds, and I weighed 76.3 kilograms or 168 pounds. First up was the Onsra Black Carve 2. The plan was to stop at the second hairpin, but this ended up being so much fun that we ended up riding to the top of the hill. We didn't time these rides, but we did measure the temperatures of the motors. Or at least we did for the Evolve and Exway. For the Onsra, we either forgot or just didn't record it. Next up was the Evolve GTR. The hairpin we started at was relatively flat, so the Evolve started off doing okay. And then at just a tiny bit more incline, the power sagged.
Go, go, go! Full throttle! Full premium! Premium power! Go! Go, Evolve, go! Come on, Evolve! You can do it! You can do it! You can do it! I'm tired!
You're tired?
My right hand's getting too slow!
At the next hairpin, it was okay again. Until we hit another incline. And then it really struggled. Not long after that, I could smell the motors.
Overheat! Stop then, stop.
I can still go, but
No, but if it's overheat, then just stop.
it's red.
The motors had overheated on the self-proclaimed premium board.
What's smoking?
There was literally smoke coming out of the motors, which reached 100 degrees Celsius. Remember, that was the outside of the motors, so the inside was even hotter.
Babby got it to 90.
We're at 100.
Oh shit. Alright, I gotta hold the camera now because we're short one board.
The final board for this test was the Exway Atlas.
Okay, here we go.
The motors on the Atlas are only a little bit bigger than the motors on Evolve boards. Will they suffer the same fate and overheat? With Lazy Rolling's armored clothing, Max and I were able to roll down the hill like we used to do naked, but without getting injured. These armored clothing look just like normal clothes and protect the back, shoulders, and elbows. Save $20 by using discount code DKWAN.
Max, move!
Tiring.
Despite having significantly smaller motors than the Onsra and only slightly bigger motors than the Evolve, the Exway Atlas pulled harder than both. And remember, this was in two-wheel drive. When we measured the motors at the top, they were 40 and 42 degrees Celsius, about 60 degrees cooler than the Evolve.
Almost there.
But wait a minute, Exway Atlas uses baby motors. How is this possible?
Oh, this is the difficult part.
Like I said in my video about how to choose an electric skateboard, the motor specs don't matter. Or at least, they don't matter in the way that most people think. If you look at only the motor specs of these boards, There is no correlation between their size and how these boards performed. Generally speaking, bigger motors can handle more power than smaller motors, but that doesn't mean that the battery and ESC are able to supply that power.
Hey, caught it. Yay, fun. Alright, temperature.
Of the 7 boards in these tests, only Exway's ESC is rated for 40 amps. The rest, except for Evolve, are 30 amps. Nobody knows the rating for Evolve's ESC. Another spec worth noting is that the top performers all use the higher voltage 12S batteries. The rest use 10S batteries. All the other specs of these boards, like the battery cells and gear ratios, are on my website, dkwan.com. You're welcome to study them and do further analysis if you like. This was an expensive video for me to make because we needed to shoot out of town for 2 days. If you'd like to help support this channel, consider joining my Patreon, or buy something you saw in this video using my referral link and discount code. The Atsa e-skate backpack is the highest quality e-skate backpack I've ever seen. Save $20 by using discount code DKWAN. The Predator FR7 is an affordable yet stylish skate helmet. It's the helmet I use most often. Get it on Amazon using my referral link. With Flatland 3D's e-skate gloves, I can actually get stuff out of my pocket without taking off the gloves. Support Lee Wright by using his discount code. The Ultrabag's e-skate backpack is the one I use most frequently for longboarding trips. Save a few dollars with discount code DKWAN.